There's a big welcome from the Arsenal faithful for the returning England goalkeeper David Seaman, who makes his first senior appearance since October, when his club were level on points with Manchester United. 37-year-old Seaman has missed 17 matches with shoulder and ankle injuries. Now he aims to re-establish his England position while discussing a contract extension with Arsenal. Martin Keown and Thierry Henry are also back from injury, but Tony Adams has flu, and Dennis Bergkamp was sent home this morning with a stomach upset. Silvinho has regained the left-back spot from Ashley Cole, and Arsenal hope that another Brazilian, the long-awaited Edu, will link up with them next week. Meanwhile, Jermaine Pennant, who's 18 on Monday next, is on the bench. Chelsea recall Frank Leboeuf in defence, Sam Delabonna in midfield, and Ida Gudjohnsen starts in attack after scoring as a sub last week. Zola, while Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank hopes to continue a remarkable sequence against Arsenal. He's scored in all his 5 Premiership appearances against them. The Danish international Jesper Grønkjær, £7.8 million from Ajax, is on the bench for the first time. And Dennis Wise, who last weekend was talking to Blackburn Rovers, continues his Chelsea love affair in a fixture that has plenty of recent history. There were 5 sendings off in 3 years in the 90s, although Wise was not among them. Mr. David Ellery is the referee, and of the 22 players who he controls from the start, only 7 are English. And the big question mark here is exactly how Chelsea play. In fact, Dennis Wise has started off in a right-back position, or right wing-back maybe. Here's Ray Parlour for Arsenal. An early strike from one of the Englishmen. And I think Chelsea are going to play 3 at the back today. It looks like Frank Leboeuf, John Terry and Desailly in a line of 3, Wise as the right wing-back and Harley as the left wing-back, with Dalabonna and Jokanovic as the central midfield players. Poyet supporting the front 2, Hasselbank and Gudjohnsen. Here is Wise now, in fact. Hasselbank was unmarked far side at that moment. Parlour. There's bright sunshine in the eyes of some of the players here, on a perfect playing surface, as always at Highbury. And here's Henry, wearing gloves, Viltord to his right. And Frank Leboeuf, who's been involved in 1 or 2 incidents against Arsenal in the past. That's Poyet. Ljungberg. Wise. And he's looking for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank in the channel. Martin Keown comes across, having just come back from a hamstring injury. Plays that safely to Silvinho. Stepanos. Wiltord. Lee Dixon to his right. Here's Vieira. Well, Ljungberg's going to take the right-hand side here, and Parlour in the centre of midfield with Vieira. Those 2 combining now. This is Robert Pires. Well, Wise is going to have to look after Pires, I think. And that's Pires with a shot, and he's scored! What a start for Arsenal! 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Robert Pires. Well, where was the right-hand side of Chelsea's defence? Arsene Wenger off to a flying start here. Pires the scorer. And there they are, Wise there and Dalabonna with the 2 players trying to stop him. There was no right back as such, and Pires takes advantage by firing into the far corner. And Chelsea's system seems early on to have been something of their undoing there. It's a good shot, mind you. And Arsenal are in front. Now it's Jokanovic. Poyet gives it back to him. Wise on the right-hand side. This is good play by Chelsea. Poyet! Saved by Seaman, and a second time! Oh, what a comeback for the Arsenal goalkeeper. Looked like the equaliser from Gustavo Poyet. Still in the first 5 minutes here. Now it's Wise on the attack for Chelsea. Looks up, plays the perfect ball. David Seaman, left foot, makes the save and gets the rebound. forward by Leboeuf. Oh, Johnson had time to actually get that down. That's a great touch by Henry to Perez. And Henry's gone again. He's got Ljungberg coming in far side and Sylvain Wiltord. Ljungberg! Oh, corner. Good defending. Good defending. Ljungberg looked on to make it 2-0. I think it was John Harley that got there, because Arsenal was sweeping through again here with Thierry Henry. Harley comes across to deny Ljungberg at the post. Corner to Arsenal. Keown is forward. So is Stepanovs. Well, this is going to be a very lively afternoon. That's fairly obvious from the first quarter of an hour. Arsenal lead 1-0. It could have been 2-1. Well, this is I have to say, a slightly curious Chelsea system. Desai and Leboeuf, who've been a pair for so long, are playing on widely opposite flanks of the pitch with Terry in between them. Here's Wiltord, and whether this is going to work for them is somewhat in doubt. This is Thierry Henry, saved by Cordicini. Out to Ljungberg. And now Parler. Well, Mr. Ellery spots the foul. And it's a little bit of relief for a Chelsea side who are beleaguered. Henry strikes this. Cudicini, spectacular. This is Henry. He's got away from Jokanovic, who made a second. Still Henry. Oh, he's gone through everybody. Thierry Henry. And Wiltord couldn't make contact. Oh, that would have been some goal. Stepanovs. Oh, look. Here as Dallabonna loses out to Ljungberg and then brings him down. And that's going to be Mr. Ellery's hand in the pocket. And it's Sam Dallabonna to get a yellow card. First caution of the afternoon. Keown takes the free kick. Henry's up for this. Here comes Lee Dixon. Saw that early. And he got it into Ljungberg. Good save by Cudicini. Oh, Ljungberg. Well, it's a great bit of play by Lee Dixon, it really is. So aware, and that's arrowed towards the near side, but Cudicini, he loves a flying save, and he did that well. Corner to Arsenal. Keown forward, Stepanovs just behind him. Oh, a wicked one, and Ljungberg. Now Parler. Well, Cudicini's father was a famous goalkeeper, and he has shown the Italian flamboyance in 2 of the saves he's made this afternoon. He really has. That's Poyet again. Oh, good return from Hasselback to Gus Poyet, whose first half-hour performance here has brought it on the outstanding. Chelsea may be behind, but everything that Poyet has done has had the mark of class written all over it. Henry again. Ljungberg coming in. Freddie Ljungberg! Saved by Cudicini's feet. Oh, Ljungberg's been so close to number 2 for Arsenal. And Chelsea escape again. Dall'Abona. Well, you obviously thought here that Ljungberg was favourite to make it too, but good save again, going down to his right by Cudicini. We're in the last minute of the 45. It's Harley. Henry again. Oh, what a fantastic run! And somehow he couldn't finish it. Well, it's been his half. There's no question about that. The applause ringing around Highbury for Thierry Henry. He's done things here that other players can only dream about. He's gone, well, Desailly's one of the best defenders in the world. Look how he threw him. But he just side-footed it past the post as Cudicini narrowed the angle. That is quality, as they say, by Henry. Well, Chelsea never do well at Highbury in the league, it seems. And they got off to the worst possible start today. 2 minutes when Robert Perez struck the Arsenal goal. There could have been more, mainly because Henry was absolutely on fire up front. And although Poyet did good things for Chelsea, they came off second best and go off second best at half-time in the London derby. And at the start of the second half, 2 changes by the Chelsea coach Ranieri. Jesper Gronkjar's debut after his signing from Ajax. It was delayed by injury, but he's on in place of Jokanovic. And no surprise to see Albert Ferrer come on in the right-back position in place of what looked like a very uncomfortable Frank Leboeuf. So it's a reshuffled Chelsea who start the second half, and I would imagine now with Ferrer on, we're going to have a flat back four with John Harley playing at left back. And Dennis Wise, I should think to his immense relief, is back in the centre of midfield alongside Dall'Abona. This is Ljungberg. And it's Parler. They're building up a head of steam here. Keown's right in there. Stepanov stays forward. Sylvain Wiltord in the 6-yard box. Oh, Stepanovs! Misguiding the header wide. Igor Stepanovs, who scored in the Worthington Cup against Ipswich, Latvian international defender. Standing in today really for Tony Adams, who's been back in training but went down with flu. His replacement there heading wide. Poyet. Well, he's gone down, challenged by Silvino, and Mr. Ellery decides that's an indirect free kick to Chelsea. I presume he's given obstruction. Did look to me as though there was contact between Silvino here and Poyet. Yes, he's given an obstruction offence, Mr. Ellery. So it's indirect here. Unusual one perhaps, but correct. Wise takes, and it was just headed away from John Terry by Patrick Vieira. It's a Chelsea corner. And you just get the feeling things might be improving a bit for them. Wise is saying, hold on, I want to take it myself. So Gronkjar goes back into the centre. Good Johnson is on the line. Poyet far post. David Seaman gets lost off the line and in, and John Terry got there, and Chelsea have equalised. David Seaman couldn't cut it out. It was off the line once, but John Terry made sure, and Chelsea are level. 16 minutes into the second half, Dennis Wise takes the corner. A whole crowd of players going in here with David Seaman. The ball wasn't over the line there. Well, debatable, but John Terry made absolutely sure, and I think he'll claim it. It's Good Johnson first of all who gets the header in. That's by Dixon, and Terry is the goal scorer for Chelsea. A little glimmer of hope for Claudio Ranieri here. It's 1-1. That's Gronchier. It still is. There's hesitation by Dixon and Keown. Seaman has to get down at his near post there to handle that shot from Jesper Gronchier. Big improvement here from Chelsea. Here's Henry. And now Desai. Good Johnson. And forward by Dalabona. Hoss Hasselbank's there. He's got round Seaman. Players on the line covering. Oh, well done, Dixon, but Arsenal was shaking a bit again there, and it's a very brave header by Henry to Ljungberg, who's now injured. Well, David Seaman was out of goal to meet Hasselbank there, who went round him, but the angle then wasn't good enough for the Chelsea man. It's a decent pass from Dalabona. It's beautifully touched on by Hasselbank. He did well to get there, but he's been driven too far wide, and Arsenal have got covering defenders. There's going to be another substitution by Chelsea, their third. Ida Good-Johnson is going off. Gianfranco Zola is coming on. Zola, who scored twice last week against Peterborough in the Cup. He's now up front with Hasselbank. This is a very, very tight match now, and it's all the better for it in some ways, because you wouldn't bet against either side scoring again. Zola for Chelsea. Hasselbank, he's onside. The angle's not great. Oh, did it go over the line? No. Seaman blocked it and had to snatch it back. What power from Hasselbank. It had to be powerful from that angle. He couldn't place it, but that's the sign of a real striker. He beat the offside here, no question that the assistant referee is right. Keown caught, Seaman lets it go under him, and oh, what a snatch. Oh, this is Wiltord, and now it's Perez. And it's Ljungberg. Power, away by Cudicini. And Wiltord again. That's a good double save by the goalkeeper in that attack. And it may have earned Chelsea a point. Ljungberg first, Cudicini beat that away quite well. Then it's Wiltord. And when it comes back in here, Thierry Henry seems to have a lot of, well, beautiful drag back. Good save. White. Oh, he's fallen over. Harler to Wiltord. Now Arsenal have got to run on with Vieira to Perez. And it's still Perez. Oh, and it's still. And Vivas. How many more deflections? Vivas again, Terry. And the two coaches there side by side must surely now privately be settling for a draw. Well, we've now played what was originally 2 minutes of stoppage time, and the whistle goes. This was a London derby that turned a somersault in the second half, and if Chelsea aren't exactly turning cartwheels, well, they certainly provided plenty of food for thought here. Arsenal have dropped 2 home points. John Terry got an equaliser. Chelsea made the better second half chances after being run out of it in the first half, principally by Perez goal and by Henry's performance. But Ranieri changed the system, and he changed the course of the game. It's Chelsea who look happier at the final whistle. It's Arsenal 1, Chelsea 1.
On reflection, what did you think of your team's performance?
That we had a great first half and created many chances, and I think the keeper of Chelsea had a great game as well, and after in the second half we didn't do enough, we didn't play enough, and conceded a bad goal, but I think we didn't do enough anymore to come out from the back and play, and we're too much stretched, not compact enough, and then of course to play well becomes much more difficult, and in fairness Chelsea had the better of the game in the second half.
David, how's it feel to be back?
It's great. You know, when you're out for so long like I have been, it makes you appreciate that when you do play, it really is something special. And, you know, I enjoyed it out there today.
It was an interesting game for many reasons, but you snatched victory away from Chelsea, literally.
Yeah, but, you know, it was a strange shot from Jimmy. It seemed to be all over the place. These balls have got a tendency to do that. And the ball seemed to cannon around underneath my body, and I just managed to get my hand on top of it before it rolled in.
In the first half, we played at 3 at the back. It looked like we were giving too much space to the opponent. And in the second half, afterwards, we have some stability at the back. Then we could start to play from the midfielder with the new player, Jesper Grønkjær, on the left side, who gave us some pace, and we had some action.
A lot's been said about the goings-on at Chelsea. It was interesting to see you played 3 at the back, and you looked decidedly uncomfortable.
I wouldn't say uncomfortable, but we just didn't get it together, as I said, in the first half. But we changed our formation second half, and I think the lads felt a bit more comfortable playing the 4-4-2, and that helped us, I think.
Now it's a bit late to win the championship, but it's not late still to show that we are quality players, and we can still be one of the 3 best teams in the Premier League.
Held out against the champions-elect for 72 minutes. Coventry slip into the drop zone, taking the place of Middlesbrough, who move out of the bottom 3 for the first time since October. Derby conceded 4 for the 4th time this season and slipped 2 places. It's as you were for Everton, and Manchester City failed to improve their position.
Like a phenomenon. Oh, quel chef-d'œuvre de Thierry Henry! Is he the hottest striker around right now? He's going himself. Thierry Henry! Fantastic!
Thierry Henry, obviously you've seen him upstairs. He's a very, very quick footballer. And I've been asked today, I've got to have a little race against him, so I need some tips from you as the world's fastest woman, okay?
All right, well, first, hold his shirt. Give him a good trip.
Now, Marion told me I have to pull his shirt. You don't agree with that kind of treatment then?
No, don't pull his shirt. Just tie his shoes together or something like that.
Should I put some weights in his pockets or something?
Yeah, you need to put a lot of weight in his pocket.
Now, you're firing on all cylinders in the Premiership, 13 goals, and things are going well for you, but not so well for Arsenal.
Arsenal is in my heart, and I really love the team. I really love my teammates, everything about Arsenal, you know, and it's so frustrating when you have to see Man United so far away already.
Far ahead. Now to catch.
You know, you can never say never. It's never impossible. Nothing is impossible, but it looks like it is impossible. But you have to carry on. You have to keep going. You know, if not, we can all the other team in the Premiership. We can go all of them in. Even Arsenal, we can all go in holidays.
You're definitely the fastest person in this room at the moment, and so I think we should have a little race, because I've been training very hard. I've been getting tips from the top. Do you think I could give you any kind of race?
It might be difficult for you.
Should we start?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, I've had enough. You win. Congratulations. Taught him a thing or two. No problem, Thierry. Good luck. I think he'll be a lot quicker today.
Oxygen,
I've got a feeling.
ambulance, please.
Yeah, it was quite tough. Oh.
Brazilian Edu. For Leicester, Roberto Mancini. On Boxing Day, Arsenal beat Leicester 6-1, nothing like that this time, although Arsenal did come close to scoring when Sylvain Wiltord zigged and zagged, but couldn't score. Wiltord had earlier been fouled by Matthew Jones, the Welsh international, which earned him a yellow card. So when he did it again to Freddie Ljungberg, referee Barry Knight really had little choice. Meanwhile, substitute Edu only lasted 15 minutes because of a hamstring pull. And Leicester's Muzzy Izzet injured his neck, but it wasn't as serious as it looked. Edu, incidentally, will be out for 3 weeks, which must be very frustrating.
That just shows that the players who come in from outside foreign countries are not ready to play in the English league without a special preparation, because it's physically much harder here.
Table as it stands tonight. Manchester United's lead is now 14 points. They're on course to break last season's record-winning margin of 18 points. Sunderland will strengthen their hold on to second place if they beat Bradford tomorrow. Just 1 win in 6 now for Arsenal, while Liverpool's draw moves them above Ipswich. Newcastle swap places with Leicester. Bradford are now 6 points adrift at the bottom, but they do have 2 games in hand. It was a bad day for Coventry, who slipped below Manchester City. Derby and Middlesbrough now have a 3-point cushion over the bottom 3, and Everton earn themselves some breathing space with that win at Coventry.